Hello everyone, and welcome to lesson 8.3, which is on using the greatest common factor. The greatest common factor is the largest number we can divide out of two or more numbers. Whenever we are taking the greatest common factor, what we have to consider is the two separate numbers we have, and we're trying to find the largest thing that divides out of them. And that dividing out is the biggest process, because whenever we are taking greatest common factors, a lot of times teachers will say, hey, we're just going to take this greatest common factor. Hey, we're just going to pull out this greatest common factor. But what math is actually happening? The math that's happening is division. And if we can remember that, we'll be in great shape. So let's dive into our 4 examples from this section, and we'll talk about how to find the greatest common factors. So whenever we're trying to find the greatest common factors of two numbers, we just need to start by finding the factor of the first number that's given. So in our case, I'm going to take a look at this 60, and I'm going to try to find all of the possible factors I can for 60. What numbers multiply together to give me 60? Well, that's going to be 1 and 60. That's going to be 2 and 30. That's going to be 3 and 20. We also have 4 and 15. We also have 5 and 12. And we also have 6 and 10. All right, so all of these are possible factors. These are our potential options for a greatest common factor between two numbers. But now I need to ask myself, what's the biggest number that will go into 75? Well, we can go one by one from the largest number to the smallest and just try to cancel things out. Can 60 go into 75 evenly? No. Can 30? No, because 30 times 2 is 60. That doesn't work. Can 20 go into 75? No, it can't. And now we get to 15. Can 15 go into 75? Absolutely, right? 75 divided by 15 is 5. That works. So my greatest common factor between 60 and 75 is 15. So again, to handle this process, we found our factors of the first number, and then we found the largest one of those factors that also goes into the second number of 75. Okay, moving on to the GCF of 4 and 9. Again, to start this process, all we're going to do is start with 4, and we're going to try to find all of our factors of 4. Well, that's going to be 1 and 4 and 2 and 2. So those are all of our pairs of numbers that multiply to give us 4. Which one of those will go into 9 evenly? Well, taking a look, can 4 go into 9 evenly? No. Can 2? No. And that only leaves us with one option, which is 1. So the GCF of 4 and 9 is 1. And it's okay that 1 is an answer. A lot of times people don't think that that's an acceptable answer, but it completely is. All we have to do is just follow our process, do the same thing over and over, and that's how we get our greatest common factor. Okay, number 3, we have the greatest common factor of 50 and 100. So we're going to start with our factors of 50. Our factors of 50 are going to be 1 and 50. We also have 2 and 25. We also have 5 and 10. So those are all of our factors. All right, start with our largest number here. Can 50 go into 100? It absolutely can, right? 100 divided by 50 is 2. That checks out. So our greatest common factor of 50 and 100 is 50. All right, moving on to number 4. We're following the same process here. So we're going to say, what are our numbers that multiply to give us 33? Well, we start and we say, well, cool, 33 can be 1 times 33, and it can be 3 times 11. So all we have to do is check these terms to see which one goes into 77 evenly. Can 33 go into 77 easily? No, it can't. Evenly? No, it can't. Can 11? Yeah, it can. Right? 77 divided by 11 is equal to 7. Sure, that works. So our GCF of 33 and 77 is 11. Okay, so as you've seen, that process for finding greatest common factors is exactly the same no matter what numbers are. Sometimes we get the largest number possible, sometimes we get one in the middle, sometimes we even get the lowest number possible of 1. But if we can find all the factors of the first number, and then use those factors to find the largest one that will go into the second number, we have found our GCF. So hopefully this has helped you with lesson 8.3 and how to find greatest common factors. We will be using this in the rest of the lessons in this chapter, so make sure that you have this down. If you find that you're struggling with the concept or need more help with some of the process, please don't hesitate, reach out to me and let me know.